Hello, world. The Virgos are back. We're here, and we have an interesting topic today. Um, and of course, we always want you to weigh in, like, share, subscribe to our wonderful channel where we talk about all the stuff. So today, let's talk about the definition of a loyal man. So, again, on the socials, we have a young lady who says that her male friend sent this to her, and it's all the qualities of a loyal man. So I'll play the audio for you, and then we'll talk about it. We'll get into it.
A man sent me this today, and I want to know if it's true. So, men chime in. It says a loyal man will show up for you in ways that might seem overwhelming at times. He'll annoy you like a child with his constant attention and care, always wanting to make sure you're okay. At the same time, he'll worry about you like a father, never wanting you to face any hardships alone, always checking in and looking out for your well being. He'll argue with you like a brother, not out of malice, but because he values your opinion and believes in pushing each other to be better. And most importantly, he'll always be there for you like a best friend, offering unwavering support no matter the circumstances. Loyalty is not just about being present when it's easy. It's about showing up through the ups and downs, caring deeply, and standing by you in every way possible. Mm.
Okay, Sharon, let's get into it. So, y'all know that I'm a stickler for the words. So I want to just look up the definition of loyalty real quick in the book of words. Um, okay, so according to the dictionary, a quality of being loyal, a strong feeling of support or allegiance. Um, Loyalty implies a faithfulness that is steadfast in the face of any temptation to renounce, desert, or betray. Um, Loyalty at its core signifies a strong and unwavering commitment and dedication to a person, idea, or cause. It involves faithfulness, trust, and support, even in the face of adversity. Loyalty often implies a sense of duty or devoted attachment, reflecting a willingness to stand by someone or something through thick and thin. Loyalty is characterized by a strong and sustained commitment. This commitment extends beyond mere feelings. It involves a conscious choice to be faithful and supportive. Loyal individuals stand by their commitments. It's built on a foundation of trust and faithfulness. It means being true to one's word and obligations and being dependable and reliable. So I like that. It means being true to one's word and obligations and being dependable and reliable. Um, in essence, the true meaning of loyalty is about demonstrating faithfulness, trust, support, and unwavering commitment to a person in the face of adversity. Being dependable, trustworthy individual consistently demonstrates dedication and devotion. Um, but I don't think that this loyalty question is singular to men, but since we're just talking about
Right,
men,
right, right.
let's dig into it. So there's an issue that I have because with the wordage in the video. So
You man will show up for you in ways that might seem overwhelming at times. He'll annoy you like a child with his constant attention and care, always wanting to make sure you're okay.
so it's that part. He'll annoy you like a child with constant attention and care. So if you're annoyed by constant attention and care, something is wrong with you.
Right.
Like, because if this is my man, if this is my partner, my mate, and he's displaying the signs of a loyal person, he's giving me constant attention and care, and this annoys me, then I need to go to therapy to figure out, what the root cause of my annoyance is, because it can't be that his constant attention and care is the issue, because
Right.
that's what we want in a relationship, right? We want stability, we want consistency, we want attention and care. I know for me, one of my requirements is I want to be cared for,
Hmm.
and I want him to show up for me all the time. That's how I know that's my man. There,
Right.
everybody else in your life, or not in your life, or people who don't are not loyal to you, are inconsistent. That's what sets him apart. That's what makes him your man, right?
Hmm.
So I have issue with these words, because words are powerful. Words are spells. That's why we call it spelling. And so when you put these negative connotations on things like loyalty, I have a real issue with that. I don't think
Yeah,
that a loyal man is going to annoy you. If you're annoyed, you either don't like him or you have an issue.
I agree.
And so either way, either way, you have to address that. It's not about him. It's and all Sherrod, these relationships, all this relationship shit, it starts with you first. It starts with you as an individual first. How we cooperate with another human being depends on our self-work, the work that we have done.
Hmm.
But I do think that, the qualities of a loyal man are, yes, somebody who shows up for me, someone who shows up for me consistently, someone who is a keeper of their word. So someone who's not duplicitous, who tells me a thing and stands on that thing. He means that. He does that. And he demonstrates with his actions the fortification of those words that he has said to me. Because it can't just be about you talking me to death. You have to
Right.
show up, and you have to be the thing that you're saying that you are. That's loyalty to me. And that's telling me the truth all the time. So loyalty doesn't mean I'm always getting my way and you always making, trying to go out of your way to make me happy. Although I would love for my man to do that, but I need it to be authentic though. I
Right.
need you to tell me the truth. When I'm tripping, when I'm doing some fuck shit or something stupid, I need you to tell me, but in a way that doesn't berate me though, Sherrod,
Right.
because
Right.
there's a difference between, because people do this whole I'm brutally honest thing. You can be honest without being brutal. And if I'm someone that you love and care about, someone that you're loyal to, then when I'm having a bad day and when I'm doing some shit that's out of pocket, and you care for me, I need you to tell me that with care, though.
Hmm.
I need you to tell me that as a person who cares about me, my emotional well-being, my, how these words are going to land on me. If you say that you care for me and I do something wrong and you cuss me out, call me out my name, we got an issue. Because that means you really don't care for me. Because if someone who cares for me
Right.
is concerned about how I will be affected by their actions or their words.
Exactly.
Um, but yeah, I just think, loyalty for me just is consistency. It's understanding that I'm the person for whom you care, and everything that we do in our relationship comes from that, because I'm going to treat you in that way too.
Hmm.
Um, I can't be loyal to a I can't be loyal to a disloyal person. Matter of fact, I can't be with a disloyal person, Sherrod. I cannot be with a disloyal person. So what you think? I've been yapping.
No, I agree 1,000% with you. I mean, that annoying part, man. You know what? We're gonna get on each other's nerves just because we're human. It,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But if I'm trying to love on you, be affectionate, be intimate with you, um, correct you, whatever, I can see annoyance because sometimes we don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, Okay, but it's not childlike. You
No,
know what I mean?
it's not.
Because
Not if we adults. If it's childlike, it's a problem.
and the annoyance is more childlike than the actual person that's trying to tell you something that you're annoyed with. You know,
Hmm.
so if, like you said, if you're the one annoyed by somebody trying to correct you and make you be better instead of just feel better, then you have a problem.
Hmm.
Why would you be annoyed by somebody that's trying to help you move forward? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I do agree that loyalty, see, I'm conflicted on loyalty because I
Okay.
agree. I think that people are more loyal to themselves and their desires. That's my take on it. But
But shouldn't we be though? Like,
I
shouldn't we be?
and I think so. And I think they're loyal to themselves and their desires first, right?
Hmm.
You just have to be the object of their desire.
Hmm.
Then you will get that loyalty.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And
Let me ask you a question.
mhm,
Is there a difference between being loyal and being faithful? And can a person be loyal and not be faithful in a relationship?
you know what? I'm gonna put it to you this way. I think that's a case by case scenario based on the agreement between you two. It's whatever
Hmm.
you two have set up. Because, okay, case in point, there's some women that say, I know he goes out and do his thing, but he comes home every night, takes care of this house, never misses a beat. Um, Young lady, uh, she said her dude died. She found
Hmm.
out about the other family at the funeral.
Hmm.
She was like, they're cool to this day. That man never missed a beat, whether it was financial, sexual, the whole nine. He never missed. She was
Hmm.
like, I can't be mad at him because she
And
didn't
you
take
know
anything
what?
from me.
Only way I'm not 100% opposed to polyamory.
Hmm.
What I'm opposed to is deceit.
Deceit.
So my parameters, if I were to agree to polyamory, one of my parameters would be nothing should be lacking in our relationship. I shouldn't, without you telling me that you have, another thing on the side, I shouldn't know. I shouldn't, I shouldn't be like vying for your attention. The household shit should still be consistently taken care of, whatever our responsibilities are as
Right.
people in the relationship, nothing should be lacking. That's the only way I would agree to a polyamorous relationship.
Hmm.
If shit is
Okay.
lacking, fuck no, we can't do the shit. We can't, cause for what? If shit is lacking, why
Right.
do it? But if I it if I don't miss a beat, if he don't miss a beat, and there's still love, there's still passion, there's still attention, everything is above board, we good, I wouldn't have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to hear about it though. I just still want us to be us. I want to live in the illusion that it's just me and you, but still knowing that, either of us might have something on the side. I just don't want to feel like you got something on the side.
And that's, like I said, that's the agreement that you two make.
Hmm.
Because I think what we get caught up in is trying to tell other people how to live their relationship by our standards.
Absolutely.
And it's like,
Yes.
you know, if my dude woman is out doing whatever she does and he's okay with it, okay, bro.
I mean, if whatever works for y'all. I'm
Yeah.
not in that. I'm
I,
not in
I, I
that
don't I don't know what the
relationship.
situation is.
Yeah, but I agree. I think, it really depends on how you set up your relationship. But I do think, in all relationships, we have a certain degree of loyalty to one another, whether it be
Right.
friendship or family. There's an unspoken, like for instance, with family, there's an unspoken and sometimes spoken thing, you know, there's a loyalty that we have to our family, to,
Hmm.
whoever we call family, whether it's biological or not. Um, we expect that we're going to, have some kind of loyalty to them.
Right.
There's the expectation of that. And then there's also the expectation of that in friendships. There are certain things that you just wouldn't do to your friend out of based upon loyalty, based upon respect. You know what I
So,
mean? So,
question. So, is it loyalty to the person or loyalty to the agreement?
um, I really think it's both, kind of, because can I be loyal to the agreement without being loyal to the person, or vice versa? You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I think it's both. Because if it's not both, then is that really your friend? Like, is they just an acquaintance or an associate at that point? Um, because I think I'm loyal, like with my best friend. I'm loyal to my best friend because of who she is. But I'm also have loyalty um and respect for our relationship because of what we have been through together, because of our experience together, because how we move around with each other, because of how we handle each other. But at core, she's only my friend because of who she is. And I'm loyal to her for that. I
Okay.
deeply respect her as an individual.
That makes
So,
sense.
and I think the same is true in romantic relationships. I think that there has to be a deep respect for the person. And I think I think lying and deceit fucks shit up. And that's the antithesis of loyalty to me. You can't be loyal to me and lie to me. So, in any relationship, in my relationships, if you are deceitful, you can't be loyal then. That's not
Now,
loyalty.
now dig this. Now, we always say we want the truth, right?
Hmm.
Because folks, just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth. But soon as that truth hits, folks get bent out of shape. So you can lie to save that situation from occurring. You know,
Hmm.
I think the lie is it's the intent with the lie, right? You know, I know you can. And see, this is where it's a sticky situation. So it's like you ask me, how do I look? And I know if I say hot ass mess, it's gonna
So,
be
but if I'm asking you, Shirai, you my homeboy, right?
right.
And we about to go somewhere, and I say, Shirai, as my homeboy, how do I look? I need you to tell me how I look. I don't need you to say you look a shitty hot ass mess, because again, I'm your friend though. You my homie. I still need you to say it though in a way that I will understand. That ain't it. And I'll give you an example. One day I was going on a date. I was going over my new dude's house.
Okay.
And before I was leaving, one of my homeboys came over. So, we was kicking it, talking or whatever. And while we were kicking it, I was getting dressed. And so when when I came out, the outfit was fine, but I wanted to put on this scarf, this pashmina thing. And when I put it on, he was like, He was like, that ain't it. Don't wear that. And I appreciated him telling me that, because he was like, I ain't even gonna let you go out like that. Like literally and figuratively. Don't wear that. And I appreciated that he said that. He didn't say, "Oh, you look fucked up. Don't put that shit on." But he was like,
Right.
He was like, "No." But I can appreciate the truth. And Sherrod, in every relationship that I am in, I want the truth. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Right.
I want the truth. And there are consequences to saying the truth, as just as much as there are consequences to saying a lie, or not consequences, I should say. There are results, or what am I trying to say?
I mean, but
Um,
there are consequences to both, because depending on how people and who you're talking to and how these people take the truth. Because hey,
yes,
the truth has gotten a lot of people killed.
absolutely, I can agree with that.
You
It
know what I'm
has.
saying? So if you're talking to the right person, the truth will be something that adds to the foundation and makes the relationship stronger.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
case in point. Case in point. Talking about the truth. What I see every day on social media with the pandering ass dudes, right?
Hmm.
They tell the beautiful lies. Those women that follow them don't want to hear the ugly truth.
Hmm.
So, depending on what it is, and I think a lot of people don't know what pandering means. But when these men
Hey,
pander to
let's
them,
tell them. Let's tell the people. So
yeah,
before you
tell the
go any
peoples.
further, so they can know what pandering is, so that they can, think intelligently about what we're talking about here. Um, to gratify or indulge an immoral or distasteful desire, need, or habit, or person with such a desire. To pander to someone means to cater to their desires or weaknesses, often excessively, and usually with the intention of gaining an advantage or favor. This can involve flattering, appeasing, or complying with their demands, even if they are reasonable or inappropriate. In essence, it's about trying to please someone for your own benefit rather than acting genuinely or with integrity. And it's a lot of that shit going on the internet. But you know what, Sherrod? The internet is not a real place.
You know what? I'm gonna
And
beg to differ. You know why I beg to differ?
why?
Because you can go on the internet being who you want to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But those very people that follow in a cult-like manner take that shit back to the real world. See, we can say the internet is fantasy island, right? It's
Yes.
fantasy island just without Mr. Rourke and tattoo, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these people that follow these influencers, that's why they're called influencers, and that's why they get
Mm-hmm.
paid a lot of money to be
Mm-hmm.
influencers, because these people take what these people say to the real world and they live their lives through these words that they see on the internet. It's weird,
It's it's weird as fuck.
you know.
It's weird as
It's
fuck.
cult like though.
Yes,
And
it
let's put it
is.
this way: religion, however you want to look at it, people go there. We listen to a world we don't know anything about, never seen, never experienced. We're listening to this dude tell us that he ain't been there either. He ain't got no real estate there, but he telling us it exists. And we go home and we live our lives according to what we were just told. That's what the
Hmm.
internet is. Just a bigger version of church.
Yeah, and followers are very loyal
Very loyal.
to these influencers and their pastors and their cult leaders or whatever. And I'm not necessarily likening pastors and influencers to cults, but you can though.
Yeah.
But it also goes back to the whole loyalty thing. What exactly is it? And are you being loyal, or are you being like in cases of like cults? Are you being loyal, or are you being delusional? Are you being are you being are you only loyal because you're being manipulated in some way or allowing
And
yourself to be manipulated?
that's the thing that I see the most is the manipulation. Now,
Hmm.
manipulation is not a bad thing. It's just based on what is your intent with your
Hmm.
manipulation. Am I trying to manipulate you to do something that's going to make you better, or am I trying to manipulate you so that you could do something for me to make me
For
better?
me,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right. Yeah, that's
And
the difference.
that's the difference,
And
the
I think that
intent.
that's the difference between loyalty in intimate relationships and loyalty to a group or an ideology or something. Like, is it are am I being because you can be being manipulated in your personal relationship
Hmm.
by someone who is loyal to you and whom you are loyal to,
Correct.
but the manipulation has to do with your benefit instead of their benefit. Or maybe there's a mutual benefit.
It, it, it's a mutual, but it could be mutual.
But when it's something like the internet or a cult, then there's really no mutual benefit. You know, the influencers are attempting to influence you so that you can make them more money.
Right.
So they want you to follow them. They're trying to get as many followers because Sherrod, I can hardly even stomach the internet anymore. Like everybody has something for sale. Everything is for sale. My likes are for sale.
Everything.
Everything is for sale. So, you know, shit, every fucking thing. They got toupees for your vagina that are for sale. Like, yeah, it's called a merkin.
A merkin?
Yes. Yeah.
How does it spell?
It's
M-U-R?
MUR. I think it's MURK. Merkin.
Merkin pubic wig.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Merkin
everything is
refers to a
fucking for
wig worn over
sale.
the pubic region, often used in a decorative or erotic context. It can also be used to refer to a wig worn by women who have shaved their pubic, like prostitutes in the past. Ah, merkins are sometimes made of real human hair and are worn to cover the pubic area in fashion shows.
Yeah, so
I learn
everything
something every
is
day.
fucking yeah. Everything is for sale. Like, and so when you go on the internet, and it's so for me, I can't trust any of it. Even the ones that say, the health and wellness people. Because even them, like, is it real? Is it
Yeah,
genuine? Are you really trying to help? Because there's still a fee attached to all that shit. Buy my book, buy my workbook,
yeah.
come to this retreat. You know, like for me, it would be more like genuine, more real if it were free. I mean, really, because that's how I would know. If you really care about me, give it to me.
You
If
know what?
God sent you in my life to heal, to love, to change the world, give it to me then. If God sent it for everybody to have, for if you're the person that's supposed to deliver this to mankind, give it to me.
Now
It wouldn't be.
I can see going on and marketing yourself and saying, hey, buy this T-shirt, buy this hat, but because we need to have the donations to keep it going.
Hmm.
Okay, if you're going to give me the information, give me the information.
Give me
And
the
then say, hey,
information.
I, hey, buy a T-shirt, buy a hat, whatever, to keep this, so we can keep it going, because I'm going to
Yeah,
keep giving you this
merchandise is
information.
different because I understand that you shit, you gotta buy shit. I get
Yeah,
it, but knowledge, give it to me. I gotta pay
yeah,
for it, but it's you saving humanity though. Give it to me. You trying to
yeah.
heal people? Give it to me. That's why I say the internet is not a real like
It's a
it's
tricky
not what
place.
I it is a tricky place and you got to be careful on that shit. You got to be careful. They got a remedy for everything on the internet. But y'all, we done got all off topic. I'm sorry.
But you know what? One thing else about the internet and what we're talking about, it will test your loyalty.
Definitely will test you because You will get caught up in that internet shit,
Thinking those
and next thing
likes are real.
man, you will get caught up in that shit, and next thing you know, the internet will have divided your relationship with a person. Just by
Yep.
virtue, it'll test your loyalty because you might go on that internet and it could be anything. You might be swayed politically on the
Hmm.
internet, and you know your partner thought you was a lefty, and you suddenly you going over to the right or whatever.
Yep.
Um, you might see something, a woman or man that you like, and get to liking their pictures and shit. Next thing you know, you DM it. But it's just the internet though, right?
It
No,
ain't real.
right? No. Your partner is not gonna feel like it ain't real if you
Right.
sending 30,000 DMs to a broad on the internet. Is that being loyal? Is that are you still but and then some would argue it's just the internet. I'm never gonna meet this person.
And we can't say that because people get flued out.
People get flued out. People, so shit happens. So yeah, you gotta be careful. It's a tricky, tricky place.
Yes, it is.
Um, and then like it's all these health and wellness gurus. I might get caught up and be sending these people, I might subscribe. You send these
Yeah.
people all our goddamn money. Am I being loyal to my relationship if I'm doing that? Especially if I'm not telling my husband or my mate this is what I'm doing. Am I still being loyal though?
See,
So yeah,
you know what? Last thing for me, you know, you gave me a word that describes the majority of male relationship gurus. You know, the ones that pander to women, and they are provocateurs of division. They're
yes,
telling you,
absolutely.
hey, your man needs to do or be like me, because I'm so faithful. I do this for my woman. And what women don't realize, and I wish they would wake up, most men don't need validation of the internet to prove I love my woman. It's what
Yeah,
I do for you on a day-to-day basis in the real world that should
yes.
matter.
Um, I saw there's a guy on the internet, and I forget his name, but of course he's selling some stuff too. But he is one of those people that you're talking about. He panders. And I don't know if his life is real or not, but he believes in taking care of his woman, the women. He believes that men should take care of women, and he believes that they should do so extravagantly. He said something to the effect of, and y'all, this is not, I might be wrong. I don't remember the real number, but he said if he can't go to the ATM and pull out $5,000 for you right now, ladies, you shouldn't fuck with him, basically.
Is it a little
Um,
short dude?
yeah. And
Yeah,
he appears to have all this money,
yeah.
and he's given his wife, according to him and her,
Two
all of
hundred
this
fifty
money over
thousand
time or
dollars
whatever.
to be with
Yeah,
him.
and
Yeah,
hey, that's great
yeah.
if you got it. But let's talk about the fact that the majority of men don't have access to that kind of money. It's unrealistic for just a regular Joe to go to the ATM and pull out 5Gs for me. And the fact that he can't do that doesn't bother me. It doesn't, because first of all, I'm not here for the money. And when we get into these relationships, I get into the relationship. If we're not where we need to be financially as individuals and we get together, then we can build some shit. And then together we can go and pull out 5Gs for us.
And that's the thing I'm trying to tell. That particular individual tells you that a man, when he asks your name, you should charge him just to know your
Charge
name.
him.
And then
No, I don't believe in that. And then they make it seem like women like me are pick me women. And it's like,
you know what a pick me is?
please enlighten me.
You know what? No, they're going to say women like you are pick-me's. But when you listen at the requirements that these women are wanting in their men, it's like point something of all men, right? So it's like, just say you walk into a shelter to get yourself a dog, and all the puppies are in there jumping up, pick me, pick me, pick me. But it's only a few customers that are even there to buy dogs. That's how
Mhm.
it is in real life. Y'all want these millionaires? It's only a few of them. So
It's
y'all got
only
to
a
compete.
few.
So you're the ones saying pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, because
Right.
these guys got a huge option of.
Yeah, they
So
do.
guess what? They'll run through all of y'all
And not pick none of y'all and then they
and
come
not
and
pick
pick
none of
me.
y'all. They gonna pick the one that didn't chase them.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be me. So yeah, so that's a trip. So y'all, what do y'all think?
Loyalty.
What is loyalty in a relationship? What is, if you're a woman, just period. How do you expect for your partner to show up
Be
with
realistic.
their loyalty? How does loyalty reveal itself in your relationship?
Right.
If you have an opinion about loyalty is that is different from what we have said here today, then please email us or put it in the comments so we can talk about it further. So email the Virgo Verdict at gmail.com, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. We've given our verdict. We've said what we feel like loyalty is. And again, if they're showing up consistently and asking you what you need and caring for you, and it gets on your nerves, then you got a bigger issue than
Yeah.
what loyalty is to you. So that's our verdict. So until next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace.